Nurse, can you get a doctor to
Tommy, no, leave them to it, they know.
Well, what they all stood around for, eh? She could be dying, couldn't she?
She's gonna die, Mum. No chance, love, she's gonna be fine. Then why's that going on about? I don't know. Look, Tommy, don't go on in front of the lad. Please, just pull yourself together.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Please.
She's gonna be all right. I can't believe you come down here.
Tommy!
Have you got a nerve, eh? Tommy! Help! All I want is... I know what you want, and I want to see that you get it, mate!
Tommy, leave him! He's not
It's okay! It's no problem!
Problem? Tommy's going! Look, he's going!
It's nothing. Okay. The guy's just wound up.
Told you. And look at that for timing, eh? Up to 7 o'clock. Perfect for the likes of you. With your curfew at 7, you can still get in a couple of happy hours at least.
Aye. Before a night of total misery.
It's better than a kick in the teeth, though, Liz.
Don't remind me.
You were just saying. I weren't trying to bring back memories. Hey, do you reckon they've done it special for you lot with the ankle bracelets?
I don't know. But there's one down there who'll soon be wearing one. All right, mate. Supposed to be happy hour. You look like you've lost a mistress and found a wife. Or two.
It's not funny, Les.
Oh, I weren't taking the mickey. I'm full of admiration, I am. Had enough trouble coping with one wife. Never mind a pair. Come on, let me buy you a drink. You get two for the price of one. Oh, I don't know. Perhaps that's not such a good idea in your case.
Right, I'm off. I'm gonna sort things out about that kid.
How long are they going to take, eh? I mean, why don't somebody tell us something for all we know?
Tommy, I've read them leaflets over and over, just like you. I don't want to go over them again here and now.
I invited that man into our house. I can't believe how that's stupid.
Tommy, shut.
Mr. and Mrs. Harris, I'm Dr. O'Brien. I've been treating your daughter.
How is she?
Your daughter's going to be fine. We managed to stabilise her. We were lucky. This time we caught the hypoglycemic coma in time.
And no side effects.
Give her a night's sleep and she'll be as good as new.
Thank God. Thanks, Doctor.
I said we were lucky this time, Mr. Harris.
Yeah, we know. Look, I can't think what made her forget to take an injection, but I swear I'll make sure it never happens again.
She didn't forget to inject, Mr. Harris.
What?
This attack was brought on by a massive intake of sugar. I take it your daughter is well aware of the dietary restrictions.
Yeah, we all are.
So what went wrong this time?
Nothing.
Being a teenager for any child is a stressful period. Being a diabetic one is even harder. And they can require a massive amount of support. Is Katie under any extreme pressure? Problems at school? Any emotional difficulties?
You saying she did it on purpose?
It's not unknown with adolescence. A desperate cry for help.
Killing yourself's a cry for help.
It can be. Are there any problems?
It was an accident.
Can we see her? Yes, of course. But she's heavily sedated. You won't get much sense out of her before tomorrow morning.
I won't get much sense out of her even then.
So we can take her home tomorrow.
Let's see, shall we?
Come on, son.
Look, you go. I've seen her all wired up before. I'll stay here and keep guard.
Okay. Is she a relative of yours?
No, I'm just a friend of the family's.
So do you know what's going on? This was no accident, but the family's closed ranks. Is there any reason you know that might have driven Katie to this?
No. She's just a normal teenager.
I don't think so, Martin.
How is she?
As I told the parents, lucky.
Oi. This is all your fault.
Oh. Return match in half an hour.
Pat, please, Karen.
Sure. I'm just keeping the poor bloke company. I can't have him locked up in solitary every night on his Todd.
And what about me? Do I not need company?
Well, we're giving you what you need.
Oh, of course you do, sweetheart. You're like my little angel, you are. Brad Pitt crossed with Florence Nightingale.
Well, yeah. Suppose I am in a way, really. Hey, we just bumped into Peter Barlow. Looked as though we were drinking himself daft.
Oh, invited him for a can and all, did you?
Not likely. Fizz, you don't really want me to stay, do you?
No, go on. His need is greater than mine. But keep your lamp burning for later.
Right.
Nice! will you watch out? What's up with him?
I don't know, but look at her and all. You know, I just don't get it with them two. I mean, they spend all the time spitting venom at each other. I mean, Peter and Shelley, never a good match. I mean, Peter was always a bit weird, but I mean, Karen and Steve, well, they're just meant for each other and they won't admit it. Seems such a shame.
Yeah, what can you do?
I don't know. I fancy doing something. Social intercourse, that's what couples need more of these days.
Yeah, I'm with you there. You can never have too much of any kind of intercourse. I mean, my Kirk, if he cut down on the bevies...
I'm on about talking to each other.
Yeah, me and all. Why, what did you mean? Oh! So, go on then, how are they going to get together for a bit of that?
With a little help from their friends. Hey, Cupid, draw back your bow.
Could have been an accident. You're not blaming me for this.
Oh, you two are your own worst enemies. You're both as pig-headed as hell. You're stubborn, stupid. You never heard the word compromise in your life. And you think she's just going to wake up and say, oh, sorry, Dad. She's not going to back down one bit, and you know that. So what about you?
Back down on what? Stand by and wave her on while she ruins her whole life? Well, that'd be wrong, that would. Totally wrong. Is that what you want? Let's all kiss and make up. Let's invite Loverboy around, open a bottle and celebrate.
No.
Well, what then?
I don't know I'm as angry as you are, but look where it's getting us. She's practically killing herself, Tommy. Somebody's got to give someone on this.
Yeah, and I know when I get my hands on him.
That's going to help, innit? Except by making you feel better.
You got any better suggestions?
No.
Well, then.
I know you're right for once. He's got to be mine. He's got to give her up.
I'll make sure of that.
Oh, no, you won't. I'll talk to him. Might talk some sense into him and wasting my breath on you two.
You can try. But if it don't work...
Bought these in for you.
You're drunk.
Stop. Lucy, can we go upstairs, please, and talk?
I've got a number of weddings tomorrow. Always keep me busy. You know what? There's never a shortage of people wanting to get wed.
I need to talk about Simon, OK? I need to get things sorted out once and for all.
There's nothing to sort.
Of course there is. There's plenty to sort. I mean, you're working here for a start. Who's looking after the lad?
I have an alarm.
I just pop up and check him.
This is the nearest you're ever going to get, Peter.
What?
I don't want you ever to come near my son again, OK? I want you to go to jail. And as far as he's concerned, they might as well throw away the key, because his father is gone for good, forever.
What? What are you talking about? You can't do that. You don't have any right for a start. I'm his father. I have every right to access.
Well, you do not have a right in the world. Not morally, not after what you did.
Look, I know what I did and I'm sorry, but this is different. This is about me and my son. Because believe it or not, he is my son as well, you know.
He's calling for his mother, not you.
I'm gonna go see him.
You take one step further and I'll have the police round. Let them see the caring dad, drunk, in charge of his child. She'll go down very nicely with the authorities when it comes to the courts and access right. Look really good on your criminal record. Hey, why not go the whole hog? Knock his mother out the way, add bodily harm to the list. Just get out, Peter! Get out of our lives once and for all.
Martin, where am I?
Ah, you're okay. You safe?
Hospital.
Mm-hmm. Got in one.
Am I all right?
Well, there are them that'd say you're barking mad.
Yeah, well, I don't bother about them.
You always make me smile.
Katie, just what the hell are you playing at?
Well, I had to make them understand that nothing they could do would stop us.
Yeah, but you could have easily killed yourself.
That is the whole point. I can't live without you, Martin. That is what we're trying to show them.
Katie, that's crazy.
Isn't that the same for you?
Look, it's not some game, it's not some big gesture number. We're talking life and death here.
And you really think I don't know that?
Well, I don't know. I'm not so sure.
You think I'm a kid? You reckon, like my mum and dad, that I'm too young to know what real love is?
No, I know you understand, but...
You know I love you.
Yeah.
And? Are you supposed to say something now?
Yeah. I love you too. Of course I do. It might be better for everyone if I didn't, but...
Martin, you look terrible. Go home and get some sleep. And don't fret. My mum and dad will have got the message about us now. Oh, and did anyone bring me a magazine?
Oh, teen scene. Free nail varnish set.
It ain't for me.
Oh, I never suspected for one moment that it was, Craig. It's for your sister, I imagine. Is that right?
It might be.
Well, what's wrong with her? I mean, all those flashing lights and wailing sirens. You don't get that if you've just stubbed your toe, do you?
She had one of her coma things.
Oh, dear. What brought that on?
I don't know.
You see, I watch her when she's in here. Now, I don't actually technically have the full authority to refuse her if she's going to buy another jumbo bar or whatever. I mean, it's not like you asking to buy a packet of cigarettes.
I never asked for a packet of fags.
No, I don't mean to cast aspersions on either you or your sister.
What?
No, what I'm trying to say is that if she did try to make such a purchase in here, I mean, innocent enough for the many, but deadly for the few, I would severely caution her.
Yellow card, Norris.
You what?
I'm cautioning you. Have I got that right?
Well, that's a birthday card, Rita.
It's a yellow card for pestering the lad. He's got enough on his plate without having to listen to you.
I am merely inquiring about the welfare of our clientele. As a community-orientated public service, it's perfectly natural.
We are not a public service, Norris. We're a private concern. And what happened to his sister might be his concern.
And when I say a public service, I mean, Rita, that we serve the public.
Red card, Norris.
What for?
For arguing with the ref. Now, Craig, that's £1.40. And if you take my advice, you'll run for your life.
Really, Rita, I think that's a bit much. I really do.
Early bath, Norris.
I beg your pardon?
And put kettle on while you're out there.
Hey! Hey! If it isn't Lover by himself. Aye. How do you get on, Florence? Do you stand at the school gates in a queue? Or can you do it stuck by the fire and order by kettle? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, I'm only pulling your leg, pal. What's wrong with the blokes round here? Have they all lost a sense of humour or what?
Oh, we ain't, have we, mate? I thought like you looked dead funny.
Ah, Mike, great. You can put me out of my misery.
I wish you could. Ken's your problem. You're going to have to get rid of him yourself. Red wine for the lady, please.
Oh, seriously, Mike, have I got the job or haven't I?
It's weekend. I don't work weekends.
Well, I thought the whole idea was that you wouldn't have to work at all. That's why you need someone like me to run the place for you.
Well, I'm sorry, Deirdre, but I don't. You see, when I came to sit down to think about it, I realised you were the exact opposite to what I really wanted.
Oh, I see. So, what was it? Was I too old?
Too experienced.
Too old.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Too experienced. The last experienced worker I took on took me to the edge of a cliff.
I know about all that, but the one thing you can count on with me is that you can trust me.
Nah, I don't want... I'm not interested in trust. Don't want it. No, it's young blood I want. Cheap and fresh.
So you can suck the life out of them?
If it shows a profit, I'm a businessman, Deirdre.
You're a vampire, Mike.
Oh, it's part of my charm. I always have been.
Not for me.
What are you dragging me in here for?
Oh, I am so sorry. I mean, since when did Steve McDonald have to be dragged into a licensed premises? Because normally it's the other way around.
Well, I can't stay. I've got things to do.
Yeah? What, like taking a supermodel to Brands Hatch or pearl diving in the ship canal? Exactly. You and me both. So, Sit down, shut up, sup up, especially as I'm buying.
Brought you a magazine.
For kids.
It weren't my choice. Doctor thinks you'll be able to come home tomorrow. I'll come and pick you up.
What? So you can lock me away again?
I just want to look after you, that's all. Make sure you're safe and sound.
What does it take to get through to you? And you understood anything at all?
Oh, yeah, I've understood loads. And I'm going to get things sorted, believe you me.
Where's Mum?
We thought we'd take it in turns.
Oh, so you're still planning shifts when you get me home, then?
That's brilliant, Mike. Really, really brilliant.
Yeah, I was really hoping for this. It means such a lot.
Well, don't get too carried away. It's not Milan, it's Weatherfield. And I'm not Father Christmas with a suntan. I ride in tight business. It's not kindergarten here. It's a knickerbocker nightmare most of the time.
Yeah, I'm game for it.
Right, well, you start tomorrow and don't be late. I'm the only one in type to be that.
You can count on me.
I'm his alarm clock, Mike.
Yeah, well, don't you rely too much on women. One thing I've learned, the ladies' lingerie business is a belt and braces job for a man. Take every precaution when dealing with the opposite sex.
I always do.
I'm talking about your business life, not your personal one, but as you brought it up, I'd be thankful if you leave that outside the factory as well. We've had some bad times because of unorthodox relationships between staff and the management. Very bad times.
Oh, great. I need a bit of company, right? Isn't that good enough for you? You're supposed to be my mate, aren't you?
You've not got Kirk to keep you company.
Yeah, but I need a chat, a proper chat. You can't have a proper chat with a man, can you?
I don't see why not.
Oh, really? Right then, here's your chance.
Come on, what's going on?
Right, take that and get sat down.
That's more like it. Eileen here reckons you two have got to have intercourse, don't you, Eileen?
Oh, thanks, Fizz. That was really subtly put. You know, you're a big help. Should be a marriage guidance counsellor.
Well, that's nice of you to say. So if you two want any real advice on intercourse...
Look, they don't. And why don't you two try talking to each other instead of spitting at each other, you know? Try and act like grown-ups for once.
What do you think, then?
What?
About that intercourse idea?
Give me 15 minutes.
Really? That long?
Always has to go over the top. This is me best shirt!
Oh, thanks for the pint, Eileen.
I'll get you half a shandy next time.
No, thanks. There won't be a next time.
So, how do you think it went, then?
Can I get you a drink?
No, thanks. Last time I had a drink in here, I ended up in a fight. So come on. This better be important to drag me back into this dump. Oh, don't tell me you want me to be a bridesmaid again.
I'm going down, Tracy. Ship's sinking fast. The coppers have handed me case onto the CPS and they're priming the torpedoes.
Well, how long do you reckon you'll get?
I don't know. And she won't let me see the baby. So look, I've got to get away for a bit. I'm going to clear my head. There's a mate of mine in the Navy who said I can stay there for a bit. So here's his number, OK? And there's only you and the coppers who's got that. So if you or your dad want it.
Do you want me to say, Peter, that we're going to miss you?
See ya.
Well, I would like to be in Martin's shoes. That Tommy looks like a bloke that likes his meat raw. What's wrong with Martin? Has he gone to do lally or something?
Not the first man to have his head turned by a younger woman.
Yeah, well, we don't want to go into that, do we? It's supposed to be a celebration. Another drink all round?
Yes.
Oh, does that include me?
Yeah, I've always admired your sense of humour.
Was it worth a drink?
No.
Thought it'd be your husband.
Count yourself lucky.
Look, I didn't think I needed to bother to tidy up for Tommy. So, tea? Coffee?
You know what my daughter did and why. It wasn't because our Tommy tried locking her up, daft idea as it was. Never had a chance of working, but that wasn't the cause. That was the trigger.
OK. What was the cause then?
You.
Oh, it was it? I was the one that locked the door and threw away the key, was I?
I'm not here to yell at you. I'm not here to argue the toss. I'm here to save my daughter. This is not an idle spat, Martin. This is not something that'll blow away in the night. This is a matter of life and death, and you of all people should know that.
Yeah, I do.
Right. So what are you going to do about it?
Well, it's not up to me. It really isn't. It's you lot. You've just got to let her be. She's got to be allowed to live her life.
And ruin it.
Well, why should it be that? She's got her head screwed on. She's old enough to...
She's a kid, Martin. Yeah, and for all her toughness, she's still dreaming in fairy tales. She thinks that me and Tommy are the wicked witches for locking her in the tower, and she sees you, oh God alone knows how, as some white knight come galloping to the rescue. She's trapped herself in some mad love story, and she's set to die for love. But we're not in a book, Martin. This is real life. The sun don't just come up because you get woke up with a kiss. You've got to help her.
How?
If you love her, let her go.
Do you think I've not thought about this? I can't do it, Ange. I want her. I love her. You don't know what you're asking of me.
Oh, I do. I know exactly what I'm asking. I want you to give life to my little daughter. You've done it once. You've saved her. I want you to do it again. And only you can do it, and you know that, don't you? Only you.